You also need to pay attention to airflow. Mushrooms are like us, they breathe oxygen, so you don't want to put them in a very closed space. But you also don't want to put a fan on top of them, as that will dry. You generally don't want to open your bucket first to check if it is fully colonized or not. What you want to look for is if your holes, as you can see here, just check if all the holes around the bucket, if you can see mycelium on them. That's what I saw through the bag. If the bag is not fully opaque, I could see that there was some mycelium growing around the holes, and that's one of the reasons why I decided to open the bucket. After you check that the holes around the bucket have mycelium on them, you will crack the lid open and take a look inside, and see if everything looks okay. Hey everyone, today I am going to show you how I grow mushrooms in a bucket. This is what you will need to grow your own mushrooms at home. You will need 2 buckets, one with water. You need to mist them. And no, mushrooms don't need water. They have all the water they need in the substrate. The reason we mist is to keep the air around the bucket humid so our mushrooms won't dry. The amount of times you will need to mist will depend on your specific case. If your bucket dries really fast, you may have to mist more times a day. If it keeps wet for a long time, you will need to decrease the amount of times you mist. I personally mist twice a day. And now that you know how to take care of your bucket, you just need to wait for mushrooms to grow. You want to drill holes in the sides. Mine are about 8 mm wide. You also want some holes at the bottom. This is so the excess moisture can drain out of the bucket. For the substrate I am using straw. I have a bunch of straw that fell from bales that used to be here, so I am going to use it. Keep in mind that if you are using straw, it is recommended to use chopped straw. This is because you will get a more even substrate, and that is going to help with pollination. Mine is not perfect, but as these are pieces that fell from bales, they are already way smaller than if I was using straw from the bale itself. So I am going to use them like this. Now that my bucket has the straw, I will put boiling water in it. You don't need to fill it completely with water, as the hot steam is going to pasteurize the straw. Now we just need to put the lid back in the bucket. I like to add some weight on top of the lid. This is because if the water is really hot, the lid can pop out. You can also add a blanket around the bucket to keep it from cooling too fast. This is really useful in colder weather. Now we just leave it overnight, and in the next day we are going to do the inoculation process. Thanks. To do this, I will cut my stem pieces from my mushrooms. First, I clean my surface and my blade with 70% iso. You don't want to cut them too big. Remember, this is our spawn, and the more inoculation points we can add, the faster the pollination. And faster pollination means less chance for contamination. I am using blue oyster stems that I have in the fridge for over a month. As you can see, they have started to grow mycelium around them. And that is going to help for faster pollination too, as there is already mycelium ready to go on the stems, the bucket draining faster. Now we just need to close the lid and get our bucket into incubation. Now you need to pay attention to where you put your bucket into incubation. If you remember, we have a couple holes at the bottom of our bucket, so the excess moisture can get out. Now, pay attention to that because you don't want your floor to get covered in this. So put something underneath your bucket. The other thing you want to pay attention is the temperature. You want the temperature between 20 and 25. It's okay if it's a little less, you don't want to go really over 25 degrees. Now don't forget that the mycelium still needs to breathe, so you need to give it some oxygen. Now you can try to do something from the top of the bag, or you can just do some really small holes with the needle so you can make sure that these insects will not get inside your bucket. Or you can do some bigger holes and just tape them with like micropore tape or something like it. Let's check how the mycelium is. If everything is fully colonized and there is no mold or bad smells, it is time to fruit. Bucket in a cool place with no direct sunlight. You still want some light, but mushrooms don't really need light to grow them. And the most important part they are here. But you want to pick them before they start to curl up. I like to pick them earlier as they last longer in the fridge and I think they taste better. So I would recommend to pick them before they start to flat. To harvest them, I am going to take a knife and cut the clusters. You can also just twist them, as the holes in the bucket are very small, so it should come out easy. After you harvest, for a second flush, you just need to keep misting the bucket until you get more mushrooms. Or you can also just empty the straw of the bucket and lay it out in a garden bed and get some more mushrooms. And that's it. It's a very simple method of cultivation that is easy to do at home. And you will be able to grow your own fresh mushrooms with just a bucket, straw and mushroom stems. I hope you like it and give this a try. Thanks for watching and keep those mushrooms growing.